Very good afternoon to Dr. Nosima and my classmate. Today I will be talking about sexual harassment. Since everybody has been talking about the same topic, my slide don't have much difference. So I will try to point out the crucial points that haven't been discussed by my classmates. Okay, sexual harassment is an unwelcome sexual behavior that's offensive, humiliating, or intimidating. It can be written, verbal, or physical, and can happen in person online. Okay, I also include the posters of the campaign that had been made by certain organizations that promote the prevention of sexual harassment in the workplace. The existence of the posters itself shows how sexual harassment in the workplace already has been an issue from any workstation. Sexual harassment can include someone to touch, grab, or making other physical contact with you without your consent, making comments to you to have a sexual meaning, asking for sex or sexual favors, leering or staring at you, displaying rude and offensive material so that you or others can see it. All of these type of sexual harassment that I include in the slide are mostly the direct or the clear, the visual type of sexual harassment that you can see very clearly. Sometimes sexual harassment can happen without you noticing. In fact, I do have a story which a friend of mine, he has been working in the governmental organization for almost 2 years, and the stories that he always tell me is about his colleagues. Most of his colleagues are from the 30s, 40s, so they didn't have the same age range. So what he always told me about these elderly colleagues of his always jokes about malam Jumaat and talk sexually. Maybe it is not a taboo around their social group, because I think they are usual to that. But it became a problem when it involved another social group, which is my friend which is a bachelor and 24 years old, and he had to hear all the dirty jokes from his colleagues, and sometimes he got spanked too by the makcik bawang. So what I'm trying to point out that sexual harassment doesn't only work one way. Both men and women can be the victims of sexual harassment. When it happens at work, school, or university, it may amount to sex discrimination. Another interesting fact that I found is the way of exposing these sex offenders. Sometimes it doesn't work when you follow the SOP, the standard operational procedures, such as you have to lodge a report to this, you have to file a complaint to this, but it doesn't show any result. So another new method that I found interesting and effective by the netizens themselves, they expose these sex offenders online. By the meaning exposing, I mean they include the picture of them, the every details that they found about them, they will expose about them. So I find this interesting because the offenders may be afraid to commit the same thing after being exposed. But there are pros and cons of exposing these offenders. It is not too safe for the person to share or expose the offenders online, because something might happen to the person who share the particular post. So you can do it, you can expose it to the social media, but keep in mind that your detail is also there, so you must be careful in order to share something. Okay, I think that's all from me. Thank you.